Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Adap11 here with another Star Wars action figure review. This here we have Star Wars, the Legacy Collection, Joker Squad. Here in the package we have Lord Melville, Sergeant Harkis, Ensign Trask, Jes Gistang, Hondo Carr, and Vax Portor. Sorry for any mispronunciations there. Well, let's take a look. Well, this 2008 production from the Legacy Collection is associated here with Star Wars Legacy Comics. Apparently number 4, according to the back right here. Unfortunately, we don't have the comic in here. That would be nice, because I looked on Wikipedia just to get a heads up on Lord Melville, and I really am going to have to get the comic and read it. So, I digress. Let me get on here to the back. The stormtroopers of the 407th Division, Ensign Trask, Sergeant Harkis, Jes Gistang, Hondo Carr, and Vax Portor, are sent to take down one of their own. The 908th Division is going to defect to former Emperor Fell's side against the current Sith regime. The 407th is ordered to stop them, and Sith Lord Melville joins them to ensure they finish the job. Trask's first mission as a stormtrooper challenges his ideals as well as his courage, and has dire consequences for the rest of the Joker Squad as well. So I am very intrigued by the storyline, but I know nothing about it to go any further, so this will be only a review on the action figure. So, without further ado, let's do a review. Okay, so here we have Jes Gistang. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Great figure here. Now, as we take a look here, now we know that, of course, there's going to be a difference between her and the other stormtroopers other than her face, and that is, of course, she's going to have a different torso because they can't use a standard body. So let's take a look at her details and start with the head. Great sculpt, paint, the whole works. To me, she looks like a young, determined woman, ready to go on and accomplish a mission. Now, there is no facial strain of any sort. She just looks like a very focused young person. Really good paint. You know, sometimes I worry with some of these special figures that there might be an error here or there or blotch, but really well here. Even the braids on her hair, the strains, as we can see, if I can get this into focus, really good paint job on this particular one. Maybe on the ear there. Okay, well anyways, you can see that her hair is short, cut short here, which is shorter than her partner, Hondor, whose hair sticks out the back past the collar line. Slacker. Oops. So anyways, you can see her head is on a ball joint. Let me back this up for you here. My fingers are big and clumsy. Back up. Okay, so as we can see here, she's got the articulation on the head with the ball joint. Ball articulation, shoulders, bilateral, elbows as well. Wrists rotate. And here you can see she's got your standard blaster, no paint. The canister on her back stays there. It does not come off, which is great. I don't like to have those come off. As you can see here, she does have an abdominal crunch. And it's nice that she doesn't have that part that opens up as we see with a lot of other figures. Well, this one doesn't have it. Yeah, he does. Right there. So, gosh, I'm just knocking everything over. Okay, so anyways, back to the articulation here. A really good job with the armor at the abdomen. And she's even got details on her abdominal armor. So that's pretty cool. But do you see anything missing on her belt? Okay, her holster. So, unfortunately, she does not have a holster, because she really would need one considering the size of her cannon here, which I'll get to here in a moment. So swivel, articulation at the legs, forward yes, backwards, restricted by buttock armor, ball joint knees bilateral, no abduction at the hips, and she does have ball joint and great articulation at the ankles. Fantastic figure here. Sorry for the pause there. I want to get her standing. Now let's take a look at her cannon. You can see this thing is just huge. So it's unfortunate that they didn't include the holster for her, because she's going to need both arms, both hands, to handle this bad boy. I'm happy that there is no projectile, as you can see here. There is no projectile, because my 4-year-old, anything Star Wars, which is about 95% of this bedroom, that has a projectile, it's the missiles everywhere. So Millennium Falcon, Boba Fett's slave, or Jango Fett, Boba Fett Slave 1, you name it. So this is another action figure accessory that I don't have to worry about losing its projectile. No paint detail. Really cool. See the back here? Okay. So anyways, really good figure. We do have to look at the head here. Or I'm sorry, the helmet. Come on. Zoom there. Is there anything different about the helmet? Not really. Not that I can find. Now, let's go ahead and see if her helmet fits snug or loose or what. If I can get them on here. It's going to be a tight fit. Gosh, I don't want to rub off any of the paint. Such a nice paint job on this figure. Bummer. Yeah. I had this problem with the first one. Ah, bum. Okay. Well, you can see. Oops, no, you can't. It's like I would have to really force this over her nose, and that stinks. Wow. I know that if I force it on there, I'm going to have that risk of when I take it off, I'm going to take paint off of that really nice face right there. I don't know. I haven't seen any other reviews, loose reviews on Joker Squad figures, so I don't know if anybody else has had this problem. But as you can see, it just like... I may have to just swap around some of the other figures' helmets. This is the helmet that was placed right next to her. So... this is interesting. Okay. Well, sorry I couldn't get her helmet on there. I don't want to get to a point where I force it on there. When I get off, it's going to ruin her. I may have to just go ahead and play around with some other helmets. So I will go ahead and end it there. And it's a bummer. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what she looks like with the cannon on. I need to take this thing off. Okay, so there we go. I had to pause it. Sorry about that, and I had to work it. I'm like, get this. Okay, so I went ahead and put her on a Marauder stand. It was a tight fit there. If you're familiar with the Marauder stands, then you'll know that there's 2 pegs, one large for a Kenner and or an older G.I. Joe, and the other ones can fit some other 3 3/4 inch to 4 inch action figures. So just a little bit of a tight fit, but I'll show you here because I don't want this to fall off. I had to work this on here. It's a very soft plastic on the handle here, so it does fit. Very nice look, actually, when you get it on here and take a look at it. And I thought to myself, well, I'm putting on, and you can see it's heavy. She wants to lean forward right there. So there you have it with her cannon. So you can see where it would be nice if she could have her, well, for one, if she could put her helmet on, but it won't fit, but there's nowhere for her blaster, which is down here. So nice look here with the cannon, but heavy, wants to lean forward, soft plastic, you have to work it, and yeah, you can see here. So while that happens, I'll go ahead and show you here what I mean with her feet. So this one is, I guess there was just a little bit more paint there and it was a bit of a tight fit. So anyways, it does work with those action figure stands. Well, there you have it. Anyway, sorry for some of the delays there and pauses. I kind of don't know what to do about this helmet here other than to look through some of my other Stormtroopers and to see if theirs fits better. But this is something that I'm having a problem with the Stormtroopers of this. But hey, you know, there's different face molds and they're probably just using maybe the mass-produced helmets and they're not making any kind of changes for these particular face molds because there's not that many of them. You know what I mean. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate the like and the subscribe. And until next time, may the Force be with you. Goodbye, everybody.